Me share my screen. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Ronald Rosales. Thank you so much for joining me on this session. This is my first group session that I do on ADP. Um, I am a web designer, senior web designer, and I have 14 years or so working on this as a graphic designer, product designer, and web designer. So it's a pleasure for me, to me that you are here. So let's dig into this because it's gonna be we had a lot to cover today, so I don't want to spend much time on this in introduction. Okay. Um, thank you everybody for joining today. I will start my recording and let me share my screen so you have everything set. Okay. Mm, yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the purpose of this session is for me to explain and to walk you through how to use an Elementor free theme and how to set it up to make it your own. Essentially, what I want you to learn here is that you can easily have a website, a full website in a easy way and for free. It's going to be a simple website. It's going to be only a landing page with a few sections that I believe are uh, the bare minimum section that you should have on your portfolio landing page. And also I will include project page, which is going to be a separate page. But we are going to start from scratch. So we're going to start here. So here I have, this is an empty WordPress. It has nothing on it. And yeah, you can use Hostinger. You can use any other hosting platform to create your website. So from here, the first thing that you have to do is go to Appearance and then click on Theme. Here, let's find the theme that we want to use here. The name of the theme is Hello Biz. This is the theme that I'm going to use. It's like a secondary theme for Elementor, but it's very powerful. In my opinion, it has a lot of good stuff. It has some pre-built components that are going to be very helpful for us. So let me activate it. Okay, and now the next thing that we gotta do is to begin the setup. As you can see, it has everything for you to follow up. Like you can literally follow all the steps here. I'm going to install the Elementor. It's gonna bring me to this onboarding. Yes, let's start building my website. So, okay. Aha. So what is the next step? You already installed the theme, you already installed the Elementor because the Elementor goes attached with the theme. The next step is to choose what kit do we want to use, okay? So as you can see, they're providing 12 or 16 themes already, or kits. That's the way they call it. Essentially, a kit is something that you install in your website, in your Elementor, and it's going to change everything to be styled like the kit. So for example, if we want to use this digital marketing agency, you will see all these immediately. So with one click, when we click apply kit, everything that you see here will be on your website. So it's going to be a easy way to have something built from the start. And you just need to like change colors, change font sizes, font type, family, or images, and all that. I'll suggest you to do that every time that you use a theme or a kit. You need to make it your own. Okay. They have like a Pilates Studio theme. This hero section is kind of cool. Yeah, this is. I mean, if this is your style, this is a go-to. I mean, I really like this one. What else do we have here? This is a jewelry, so you can have and of course you can use whatever of the kits that you have here, and you need to imagine, okay, if I'm using the jewelry, I'm going to use the services. So you need to keep that in mind beforehand you start creating your portfolio. I suggest you to have some kind of a like wireframe at least with all the sections that you want to use on your website. Okay, this is another template. As you can see, all the templates are like very different between them. So yeah, it's yeah, this is a bold, huge font. It's kind of cool, right? So yeah, let's begin and let's choose a theme. I'm not gonna walk you through all of these. I kind of like this one. So let's start with this theme. So I really like the way that they're presenting this. We could use this for the projects, and then this could be the services, and then this is testimonials, and then a call to action, which is essentially what we need on our website. So let me apply this kit, but first let me show you how the homepage looks right now. This is the homepage. It has nothing at all. So let me apply it, apply kit. It's gonna take a few moments to do it. Um, meanwhile we're waiting, I want to know if everybody, yes, let me apply. Can you send me a chat if everything, if you can hear me well? That would be very beneficial. You want to do this, you want to create this. Thank you, Anderson. Uh, so yeah, you want to enable this SVG because, for example, for logos, I suggest you to use an SVG whenever you can. If you only have a PNG logo, that's totally okay too. But I suggest you to use SVG as much as you can. So right now we set it up the kit. Everything is being like connected and everything is getting styled. Meanwhile, I want to show you what I want to do. How are we going to personalize this template? I did a little bit of work in advance. So for example, we have, and bear with me, this is a total, it's a, everything is purple and yellow. It's going to be very bright and kind of cool, in my opinion. So this is going to be, and also I'm using my homepage as a base for the content. I don't want to start creating new mockups and all that, because the purpose of this is to teach you how to create your landing page rather than teach you how to create all the mockups and all that. I can do that if you want. You can drop me a comment and we can create a video or another session on how to build all these mockups. I'm happy to do it. But for now, I want us to focus on what is going to be on the website and how can we style what Elementor is providing to us into our own style. Let's say that we want to use this font. This is the subtitle. A little bit about a small section about who are you and what you do. Latest work, for example, 3 projects, and then services that you want to provide, testimonial to give you some expertise and social proof, and then a huge call to action to help your users to get a quote or connect with you. You can use a calendar. You can use a contact form. You can even use your WhatsApp number if you want to. But essentially, we're going to turn, this is done. We're going to turn this website that we already have installed in our platform. As you can see, let me refresh this. We're going to turn this into this, okay? So that is the goal. I have all the content here done, ready for us to pour it in our homepage. And I just need to have to grab the logo, which is totally okay. Or we could use text. That's also a good option. In some designers and some companies, they just do like Ronald Designs, for example, and let me grab this font size 54. Too much. So we could do this as a logo, totally okay, or we could do it like this. I'm going to use the way that this logo is. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is, let's say that this is going to be our logo. Let me put it in a frame and then export it. SVG. Okay. Okay, so you already installed your theme. You already installed your Elementor. You are good to go. Now, what you need to do first before doing any change in the homepage, you gotta go to the setup wizard in the Hello Biz, and then click here, customize my site. As you can see here, we have some quick links with some links that are beneficial for you to start tweaking. And also you have header footer because they have some header and footer pre-built. So you can select between several choices in there. We will get there in a moment. And then, yeah, let's say we want to customize our logo. We go here, skip. No. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, now it's working. This is a section on Elementor. Everything that you want to like edit is going to be on the left side. So we go here. We can change the name of the site. Let's say that is Ronald Playground. Okay, and then a logo. Let me grab the logo that we just made. We may need to tweak it. Let's see. And then a favicon. Let's do a favicon here quickly. I don't have a favicon in this. Favicon is essentially it's like an icon that you will see. You see this F and this icon here. That is essentially the favicon. So let me quickly create a favicon here. And then export it. SVG. Boom. And now we have our favicon set. Okay. All right, save changes. Now you will see that the logo will be updated in the hero section, navigation, hopefully. Yeah, you see, you have the logo in there. It's pretty big. We will tweak it in a bit. So what now? Now you go back and you go to the WordPress dashboard. Then you go back again. Hello Biz. And then here now is the time of customizing your site colors. it's going to load your homepage, and then it's going to load your global variables. I highly suggest to use global variables anytime you can. So as you can see, we have this background color, we have this secondary background color, we have this color. So, and the buttons has also these colors, okay? So every time, my advice for you, if you're building a website on Elementor, try as much as you can to use these systems color, the global variables. Why? Because let's say for now, for example, right now, I want to change this primary color that is appearing here, for example, and I want to change that color to our new color. In this case, it's going to be this. Okay, so let me grab this color from the library and break it. Let's say this is the color that I want to use on this on my website. So I paste it here, and then I say change, and then I can refresh and see how that affects. Oh, it didn't change anything. How that affects my because damn, it's supposed to be here. Now some things change. Don't worry about that. We will get to it in a second. I just want to have all the colors in Elementor. So let me grab another color from the library, which is this. Okay, actually, give me all of them. For purple, and then this is the same. So we have this, the darker purple will be the primary, and then this can be this. Okay, nice. Then the accent, I want the accent to be like the darker. Okay. All right. So we have all the colors. Now I want to change the font, global fonts. In global fonts, you see that we have this font that I believe is called Italiana. In our hypothetical website, we're using a font called Playfair Display. So let's do, and let's go here. This is a Google font, so should be available. Playfair Display. Boom. Okay, and I won't change any other setting from here. I'm just going to change the font family. So we have this is bolder, okay, and then body text. For body text, I'm using Poppins. Okay, so let's go here. Oh, it is popping. Perfect. This is Poppins. All set. So now we're going to change this to, and you see it's already looking like a total different website. But we have still work to do, okay? So, but the great thing about using global variables is that you can easily change the website to be whatever you want. For example, let's say that I want this to be impact or imprima. So you see this, I save, and then I go to my website, reload, and you see it has a total different look and feel, okay? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to keep using what play fair display and then save. Okay, now that we have all our settings, and I mean, you can change all these settings too, but for now, I'm not going to worry about that. We can do it in a bit or later if you want to be more specific on how you how style it you want your website. Okay, but this is like bare bones. Okay, so now I want to change these sections. Okay, now this is the homepage. I go to pages, then go to homepage, and then edit with Elementor. Now we have here our hero section. Then we have the specialization for, I mean, this is for the template. So yeah, let's start with the hero section here. Let me move this over to here. Okay, hero section. As you can see here on the left side of your screen, you have layout, and they're offering you two different type of layout presets for the hero section. If you want to do this, totally okay. And if you want to do this, also cool. I want to use this one. Let's see if we are able to do that. So let me go to our design, get this, and then text. Here you will enter all these contents here. So for example, headline, let me paste it. And then let me go here and grab this copy. And then here and paste. Beautiful. So we have everything here. Now I need to go to the image and I need to change it. So luckily I have this image already downloaded. Let me look for a hero image. Okay, boom. It's uploading. I highly suggest to fill all this metadata because that's gonna help you with the positioning of the website. So let's say this is hero section image with some mockups. There are better way of doing this. You can use ChatGPT or you can use any plugin. So yeah. This is the hero section. Okay. One thing, I don't want this background color to be the light background. I want to be the darker color. So what I'm going to do is going to go here, actually in the hero container. I'm going to use the hero container, go to style, and then here I'm going to select this background color. Wow, it looks already nice. Okay. Now, you see that we have this gap over here. Let me go to advanced. Where is that gap going? I don't mind this gap because I know the purpose of this gap is to hold the navigation, but I do want to have some spacing, some padding at the bottom of these containers. So I'm going to add 4%, no, bottom, I said bottom, 8%, okay? Yeah, I don't want this to be stick to the bottom of the container. Let me publish and refresh. Okay, we have some issues here. Let me grab. So you want this to be, the content on this container, you want it to be centered. So let me put this here and put this here, but also 100% bottom. Why is not allowing me to move it to the center? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I added some padding, which is fine, but this, I don't like this being so huge. So to the left side, which is weird. Oh, I know what's going on. Is this element, oh, I'll change the position. So this doesn't allow me to make it bigger. Of course, they don't want you to tweak it as much as you want because then, this 16, okay, here is going equal height, border, no border. Gap, this gap is the spacing between these two elements. Opacity, that's so weird. But we can fix it. We can totally get it. So this is padding, which is in I see the image. That is why. So now it looks like fixed. Yeah, that's the cool thing about this is that you have to easily can tweak everything to make it your own. And yeah, for some reason it's not allowing me to center it. But let's move over and we can let's try to cover as much as I can, and then we can tweak the details if we want to. So let's go now with the section number 2, which is about me. This section is actually not built in the template. So what I'm going to do is, let me grab this and put it here. I'm going to, let's design this section. So, and this is good because by doing this, you will know how to design a section or how to build a section in Elementor. So let me explain how Elementor works. Elementor works on containers. So the containers are like boxes. Imagine a container being a box. So in order to make this section, I need to create a container. Let's say that this is my container. And then let me put some color, okay? This is like the outer container, the wrapper, okay? And then inside of that container, because Elementor uses flex boxes that allows you to organize your content vertically or horizontally. Inside of these, you can say that inside of this, no, you can say on Elementor, okay, this content will be set to horizontal alignment, and then inside of this content, you want to create two more containers, I mean, two more containers. So this container will be for the text, and this container will be for the image, okay? So let me grab these, paste them here. Okay, and then on this container, which is the text, you want to add two more widgets. It's going to be the headline and then a paragraph. So let's imagine that these widgets are going to be, this is my text, and this is the headline, this is my paragraph, okay? Now, because you want this container to be vertical aligned, so you can hold this content in here. You want to do this and then set the content to be vertical, okay? I want this content to be filled. I want it to be fixed. So like, this is essentially what we are going to do on this. And then for this container, we will create the image, which is whatever this. Okay, so this is the bare bones, like the wireframe of how the container should be created. Okay, the section. So let's go to Elementor and create one section. So you go to the end of the page, and here this is the way that you create the wrapper. So as I mentioned before, the wrapper is going to be horizontal alignment. So let's use this one. And then as you can see here, you have your wrapper. And now inside of this wrapper, you want to put two containers, one for the text and then one for the image. So you go here and you can change the name of the container, so it's easy for you to locate it on your structure navigator. So inside of this container, you can say this is the text, and then image. This is the text, and this is the image. Perfect. So you can drag and drop all the contents so to organize it the way that you want. So you have here, as you can see here, you have the image container is selected here, and then you can select the other one. Inside of the text container, you want to have the headline and you want to have the paragraph. And let's, by default, the direction of the content is set to vertical. So that is cool. And then for this one, you want to put an image. Wow. Okay. Let me grab the image that we're using in the sport UX. Okay, and now go here and grab the image. About image with pronoun smiling. Yeah, not the best metadata, but you have the idea here. So, okay, and then let me copy the text about me. Put it here. I suggest you to copy and paste using these containers, because sometimes you can also do it here, but sometimes when you do it here, it's gonna grab additional information like CSS or something, and you don't want that on your website. So you put this, and then we have this section, the section done. So what next? I want this section to be centered, and all the elements to be centered. So to do that, I want to use these align items to be centered. Everything is centered. Oh, but now this font, I don't want this font to be black, of course. We want to use our library colors. So go here and then select the body text. Boom. We have this section set to the color that I want. Light purple, perfect. Also, you see that we have here some padding top and bottom. Let's do the same. So we select the about container here and then go to advanced, and then add top and then bottom. Maybe 8 is too much. 4. I'm working in percentage because percentage will adjust everything based on the device. So percentage based on the screen size. So one more thing that you need to keep in mind every time you're creating a section is to check how this section looks on mobile. So to do that, we can click on the top navigation bar of Elementor, and you can change the viewport to set tablet and then mobile. So as you can see here on tablet, it's not great. And remember, oh, maybe not remember. So all the settings that you change in this view mobile, you will see that they have an icon here, a tablet icon or a mobile icon. So every setting that you do this it's going to affect the tablet or the view that you are changing only. So let me unlink them, and then add, yeah, 2 and then 2. So they're not like side by coast to coast here. Then let's go here. This is, you see that it heritage the previous settings. So let me grab 4. Then I want a little bit more on top and a little bit more at the bottom. Okay, so we have about, oh, but what if you want this image to be on top rather than after? To do it, if on mobile, because you on mobile everything is stacked, you can go to advanced and you can say order. I want this to be at the start. Boom. Now it's gonna be like that. But on web it's gonna stay on the left, on the right side. Okay. Now that we have our section about done, you can drag this to be on the second section. And then boom, you have hero section and then about. Perfect. Now let's go to this third section, which is latest work. Let us tweak this section. First of all, I don't want this color. It's very bright for such a huge section, so I want the darker purple. And then the content of this section should be set to this color. Okay, cool. So this is not my specialization. This is previous work. All right. So we have previous work here. We have, as you can see here on the navigation, you see all these elements that are here. For now, so container, this container is for the second section, because this second section has a button here. This is the first image box is this one. When you have an image, you have a title, you have a description, and you can set a link on these elements. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tweak this. So let me change the image to be Nakama. All right. You have this here. Now let's change the copy. Don't worry about the image. We will get to it in a second. I just want to have all the content here properly adjusted. Cool. Okay. Style. We can change the style of the text box, the style of the box. I mean, you can change the width of the image. I want it to be 100%, and then you can change how the content looks. So, for example, I want this text to be our green. Okay, and then 40% on, I think, let's change it to 10. It's way too, the space that we're using here is way too big. The image, I want this image, let me, content width. You can, we have a radius here, which is, what is the radius of the image? 16 pixels. Let me change this 16 pixels. What radius? 16, so it's rounded. Okay. now, a cool thing about Elementor is that you can easily copy and paste the style of the content, of the widgets. For example, if we go here and then copy, right click and copy, we can go to the next image box because it's the same widget, and we can say paste style. And like so, we have this set to rounded corners, font colors, everything is set. The only problem is that because we added this padding on top, we will need to remove it on the second container because we want to have that effect of shifting, the elements being shift. So let me remove this. Boom. So we have this set to be like that. And let's change this image. Actually, we're using the wrong image for the coffee logo now that I see. On the coffee logo, they're using on this section, they're using square images and was using I was using a landscape image, which is not the greatest way to go on this because we want to follow the template. Uh, we don't want to recreate anything. So because of that, let me grab the three projects, the three images that we're using here. So we have everything done. Okay. And this is the second song. The second will be this one. Now, for this one, let me change it. Boom. Yes. Oh, nice. And now let's copy the style here. No, this style. Copy. And then paste style. And then go here and change my image. So now we have everything set. Now we need to grab the content for the section 2 via benefits. Okay. Via benefits is another website that I did in the past. Let me go here. A little bit of this short description of this website and the services that I created for them. Then let's go to the third image container. What is the name? James photo. And you have this done. Okay. All right. So instead of see all my services, I want this. If we had more work pieces, we could do this like see all previous projects or something like that. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to use that, but I'm not going to have any link in there. If you have more projects, you can create like a hub of see all my work. You can add a link here and then redirect your people to your user to that page. But because we don't have, we will have more than 3 pages, more than the landing page here. This is not going to have any link in there. Okay, so we have this section ready to go. I think we have too much padding on top. This is obnoxious. 80 pixels is more than enough. And then, yeah. All right. So for this second section, when we have this done, now we are going to the services. Okay, for the services, because this is, as you can see here, latest work is somewhat similar in a structure to the services, and I want to save post work. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this. I make sure that this is the services grid. I'm going to duplicate this container. Okay. And then, because we don't need these, we can delete these elements from here. Boom, boom. Now, let me, oh, 20%, that is why. 80 pixels. 80 pixels top and 80 pixels bottom. Okay, 80 pixels top and 80 pixels bottom. Now, this is the, let me rename it. This is work, and this is services. Okay. I'm trying to be as fast as I can. And also remember that you can review this video later, because I'm going to leave it on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. I'm going to remove this, and I'm just going to leave these guys here because this is what we need. Like I was saying, you can easily go to YouTube and review everything to yeah, to make it your own, to follow up step by step. So they're using a CTA, 3 CTAs here, but we're not using images on all the CTAs. So that's totally okay. I want to change the headline to be this, and I want to change this content of my service. Number 1, logo and branding. All right. So before doing anything, let me style the text so we can see it. Boom and boom. Okay. What next? I don't want these 80 pixels on top. This is totally okay for me. So now what you want to do to save your time is you want to copy and then go to this box and paste style, and do the same with the other one. And this is already saving a lot of time because we don't want to restyle everything from scratch. So everything will be styled by Elementor. We have this, and now the description of the second service. Boom. Then we go to the third, and then text. All right. So we want to have a box here, a button here, because we want them, okay, if your user needs a logo or a web development or design or a product design, we should allow them to reach us, okay? So I can grab this button here, copy, and then paste it. So we have this button. Oh, but this button is not centered. What is going on? So because we're using a grid rather than flagbox, and I see why these guys, Elementor, did this. They created a container only for this second service, which it's kind of clever. So we will do the same. So let me create a container here, put it here. And then inside of this container, I'm going to put this and container, and then what is this? This button. Okay. But this service should be in the middle. Let's do it. You can drag and drop, and you have everything set. And then you have your button here. Nice, right? Cool. So I think this is a big font. I don't want it to be as big as this. So let me grab another typography. I see. I created a new style here, which is 40 and 40. So if you want to, let's say that you want to create a new style of typography, you can headline and description. You can go here to the global. You can hit the pencil here, so you can edit this this font to be, oh, wait a second. I edited the wrong one. This is body text. Okay. Headline. Make sure you're editing the correct element. So 54 is good for headlines, but let's say we want it to be 40 in our head text. And we don't want it to be bold, but we want it to be semi-bold. So now you have your font set. You know what? 48. No, 40 is fine. And then if you want to save this, because let's say that you want to reuse this several times, you can hit the plus here. So you can create a new global font, and then you will see sub, give it a name, title, font. I usually do like a visual reference. 40 pixels is for my sanity. So because you want to do the same on every other, you can do what we did. Copy style, paste, and paste style. Boom, you have everything done. What else? I don't want this section to be this dark purple. I want it to be the light purple. And also, I don't want the 20% padding on bottom. And we have this, okay? Now, what is going on here with this image? This image is part of the testimonial section. I don't need this. Bye. And then for this testimonial, we have an accordion, a button, and then what we need here is a title because we want to have the title there. And this is, what was the name of this section? Testimonials. Okay. But this is a title. I don't want it to be as small. Okay, this is okay. But the color is green. Perfect. Oh, center align. Beautiful. So we have this here. So the accordions. I can style also the accordions to be however I want it to be. So as you can see, the accordions here are pretty big. So let me see what font I'm using here for, oh, the subtitle font. So in order for you to make this content to look smaller, you can go to style and then you go to header. And here you have the typography that you can use another font if you want to. Beautiful. Now it's already looking nicer because you have this hierarchy arrangement. You can also change the color on hover or on active. For example, if you want it to be the default, and then when it's on active, you can set it to a slightly darker green. And then if you want to make it on another color on hover, you can do so. Let's say that this on hover, I want it to be, I don't know. Let's say it doesn't work. Let's say that we want this color just for, you see, it changes to hover. I don't think this is an accessible color, but you know which one can work? White. Yeah, it can work. Perfect. But I don't want this to be local variable. I want it to be a global. So let's do this. Let's add a new color and then white. You give it a name so you can easily locate it in the future, and that's totally okay. Okay. Perfect. So we have everything set. No, this is way too much padding on top. 24. Okay, how this content look? Okay, this, how can you edit this content? So you click here, you go to content and you see these are the titles of these testimonials. Okay. I did it differently. Wrong, completely, transform. This is like fake testimonial just for this. So I can do this. And this is already more engaging for you to read. Oh, what did Ron, what was the work that Ron did? So you can then go here, the item number 1 and text editor, and you can get your content. Boom. Oh, let me change because I was using my plan in the past was to create a new a fake website, but then I decided to go with mine. Sorry. Okay. Perfect. So you now can whoop. But now what? I need to add the name. The name to this. I'm going to text edit. And then boom. Okay, but I don't want this content to be as narrow as it is at the moment. So one way of doing this is to increase the custom width on advanced to make it like slightly, yeah, let's say 72% is good. No, 80%. So this is 80% of the 100% of the content, okay? I don't think I need writing, so I can delete it. I'm going to delete it from every other testimonial container. So we have everything. And then I'm just going to change the title. So we have everything like in the same alignment with the mockup. So do that all the time. So then you click here and you go here, paste. And then let me changing Ronald website, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. So let me see how I did this. Okay, center align, and I think we need to increase a little bit the width of the accordion overall, so we don't have that break line. Let's make it 80%. This is this is 80% of this container now, because it's 80% of the top container on the top part. So we can do it like that. I want this content to be center. But it looks like I have 120 pixels at the bottom. Let's make it 80 pixels. 80 pixels, and then 80 pixels at the top. Okay. What happened here? Sometimes when we're making changes, Elementor struggles a little bit, but don't worry. I don't think I need a call to action here because we have the call to action right below. So boom. Let me delete this button from here. And we have the section set. What color is this section? This is the darker purple. So let me grab this to make it darker. And testimonials, color, boom, darker. This is such a nice combo. I really like these colors. This is bright, I agree. It's something. Oh, I'm using this. Instead of phone number, in my case, well, you can have your phone number here. Actually, I'm going to leave this phone number here. I'm not going to worry about that. I think we need to change the color of the logo. But you see how we are from here. This is what we wanted to do. And now, this is what we did. It looks very similar. Some tweaks have to be made. So this is such a nice looking website already. I want this, I'm going to change this to be the opposite. Same here in colors. Not bad, right? So let me go to the buttons and do the opposite. I want this as a primary. So let's go to style. See how on style in the selecting the button you have text color. I want this to be the darker, and then the color of the field, I want it to be black way. And when you hover, the hover, in this case, I want the text to be this color and then lighter. It looks nice, right? And we will do the same here, but using the opposite combination of colors. So I want this to be primary, and then this green, and then go here, and then go primary, and then this for slice, and then here to primary. Perfect. And then here, this is fine. I don't mind this color combo. Beautiful. So let me publish. What is next? I want to be mindful with you guys because I said this is an hour-long session and it's already 1 hour. Not bad to restyle everything in 1 hour, right? But if you want, if you can stay, of course, I can complete everything. I will complete everything, but if you gotta leave, I totally understand. So I'm not gonna be sad. It will be great if you stay. But as I said at the beginning, you will have your the YouTube live available as soon as we finish this session. And from what I'm seeing here, I'm not using the right width of this container. They're using, this is very tight. What is going on? So, because it should be full width. Now we're getting there. And then I want this content to be maybe 8. So what I'm trying to do is to sort of align the content to the edges, but I think this is good enough for now. Wow, this is a big image. Set this. You have the minimum height on the container that is holding the image. I can add some padding to make it slightly smaller, so we don't have that much of a me on C here. So what if I don't want this to be growing that much? You see this very long, this section. What I'm going to do is select this container, and instead of using the 100%, I will use 90%. Let me check. Yeah. I don't want that weight of work. 80%. Yeah, perfect. Let me upload it, and then cool. So nice. Okay, let's go to the navigation. Let's go to the navigation. I want this navigation. This is a nice color for the navigation. Okay. But let me change the color of the logo because that logo made no sense on a dark or purple background. Let me go here and change this to be that. Okay, and then boom, 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 export. Okay. Before we move forward, since this is a landing page, we don't want people leaving this page like to another pages. So for now, if you click here, you will go to a different page. But we Elementor has something called anchors. What is an anchor? An anchor is like is like an anchor that you can put on your page, set a name for that, and then you can locate your link anywhere in the website and then click on that one and you will be redirected to that page on the specific location of the anchor. For example, I'm going to add an anchor element here right before my about page. Okay, and then I'm going to give a name about. Okay, it's saying that don't use uppercase and don't use numbers, just use words and no dashes and all that. So it only accepts characters, dashes, and then numbers. So for now, it's A to Z. It's about. Let me grab it. Okay. Then for this, I want to anchor. This is, I said anchor, right? Anchor. This is the anchor, and this is work. Remember, you have to remember all these because you will need it in a moment. So anchor, and this is services, and then I'm not gonna create a testimonial section, but I could create a contact. So this is our contact section. Anchor, and then you have this section. The name of this is contact. Okay. I will show you in a second how this works. Let's go and change, let me publish. Let's go now and change this navigation. I don't want this navigation to be disappearing all the time because it's very frustrating, essentially when you're scrolling. Let's see if Elementor allows us to create something similar. Remember, because you're using the free version of Elementor, you cannot create customized navigation or customized footer. That is why we are going to use whatever they provide on the template. So we can go here, side parts, and then go to the header. Let's see what they have for me. So they have three choices, three presets: logo on the left, and the navigation tabs aligned to the left, tabs in the middle, logo on the left, buttons on the right, and then this. I think I'm going to go with this one because I don't know, I like it. So let me change this logo because this is not visible for this background color. Okay. Oh, this is nice. All right. Save changes, and then once you change, you can go back to editor. And it's gonna bring you back to this. Okay. Site identity. This is fine. No need to worry about this. No need to worry about that. This is the way that this logo looks. I will say that this is kind of a huge site for the logo. Let me see if we can. Oh yeah, we can. Oh, so much better. Yeah. Okay. Maybe a little bit too little. Check 120. 120 pixels. Okay, let me refresh and see how that looks. But this is very big. Oh, nice, right? Perfect. I like this light purple contact color. As I said right now, we can have like we can change everything on the navigation, but we have to be mindful of what are the changes and how these changes will affect all the screen sizes, okay? So if you want to these menu items more spaced, you can do it like that, creating more space. 32 is fine. You can here you can set the colors of these of the tabs. So for now, text color is going to be this one. When hover, I don't want it to be as light. On hover, it's going to be white. And then on active, I want it to be this. Yeah, let me save and see how that looks. Hover is white. And then active, we don't have an active state at the moment because we don't have elements in there, like menu items in there. Underline. Let's see. So we can set, for example, this is the active state of this tab. Whenever you are on an active page, you will have this. For example, I'm saying that this should be set to white and then have an underline. You can highlight. You can these are settings that you can do with that, but let's say that we want this highlighted as it is at the moment. Contact button, you can add an icon. Call to action, this is that button, get a quote. That is unfair and nice. I won't change anything here. I think it looks okay. Box. This is the background of the box. Let's say you want it darker. Oh, sexy. Oh, I think darker will be nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's leave it darker. Also, you can add a border if you want, and then you can also have like a shadow if that's what you want. Padding. Padding is the space between of all the elements inside of the container. This is fine, 1%, 5 and 1. Totally okay. I'm fine with it. Um, yeah, there is not much that we can do here. Nothing else. Contact button, get a quote. I'm going to change it to be this. This is my phone number. That's okay. Okay. I wish we could. Oh, aha. So the behavior of that. So right now, it's been hidden when you scroll down, but if you scroll up, it appears again. Some pages do that. I want it to be floating, okay? And then you can set this to be 80% of the screen. Ow, 90%. Yeah, look, it's, let's check how that looks. Uh-huh. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's leave it like that for now. But you can change the settings. You can change to be always present or you want to scroll up. Okay, we're fine now. Let me go here. Nice. What else do we need to set? The footer. We can go here. No, we can't. We can go here, exit to WordPress, and then go and go to Hello Biz. Set my footer. So I want this footer is the quick link. Okay, we can add more social media icons or delete them if you want to. For example, I don't want this to be LinkedIn, Behance. I want to be LinkedIn, and we can locate the icon on this library. one. Not here. This one. Insert. Okay, we have these two icons here, and you can, of course, add your link to the appropriate social media network in the link container. Your trusted web designer. Okay. Quickly, it's about me. Okay, this is the menu, and this is get in touch. Get in touch section. It's brand contact. Get in touch. I don't want this. I want, let's say, hello at. Perfect. All right. How about these font sizes and all that? I want to change them. So we have the logo description, copyright, navigation, contact. This is for that. Headlines. Using this, let's use the subtitle here. Perfect. Content, headline, heading, content. Yeah, perfect. Okay, brand, we can change the size of the logo if we want to. Let's make it 144. And then, beautiful. Let's see how it looks. And we have some, I'll fix that in a second. We'll have this here. I like it. So as you can see, we have this color that the whole page has this background color, the light background color. In the past, before we didn't see it because the navigation was like taking the full container size. So if I want this to be the box, because I want it to be like that. I want the footer to be the dark blue, publish, and then I go here to my web. Oh, let me go again to the home page, pages, then edit with Elementor. And then here on this setting, page setting, we can set this color to be the dark. Okay. Because all the sections have background set, we don't need to worry about that. But now look how nice this footer looks. Okay, saving. Now the last step that we have to do with the two more things that we got to do. We need to set the links for the navigation, because if we click here, we will go to a different page, and I don't want that. So to do that, we need to go here, and then, oh no, appearance, and then to menus. Okay, so we have these menu items here, but I do want them to be customized. So a way of doing this customization is to copy your URL, and then remember that we added these the anchors. So you will do the link, and then you can do this. You can do link, hashtag, and then about. And this is about a menu. And then you can, let me show you the other way of doing this. Services. Okay. Services, a menu. So I'm going to delete this. We don't need this. And I'm going to delete the about. We don't need this. About is going to be first, and then services is going to be third. So I'm going to leave the work. Reload. So if you click services, you will scroll to services. You click about. One thing that you have to pay attention is this has to be exactly like you added here in your homepage, in the anchor. If I'm not mistaken, I added the anchor, the about anchor, you see, uppercase A. I don't want that. I want it to be all lowercase. So saving, reloading this page, and if you go here, you see how cool that is? Oh, wait a second. I forgot to add the background color to this. Wait. Okay, we're fine now. Okay. And then services, and then about. Okay. One thing to keep in mind is, I wanted to show you what was the difference between doing this and doing this. If you are on another page, let's say that you are, where are the other pages? Which one? Pages. These pages are going to look very strange, so bear with me. We're here on the home page, okay? This is a page that the Elementor built for us. But if you are here and you click services, about, this is going to try to look the about anchor on this page, which is not there. It doesn't exist. But if you do that, the option that we did here on the services, see that I added the URL, your website URL, and at the end, I added the services. So if you are on your homepage and you click services, it's going to scroll to services. But if you are on another page within your website and you click services, it's going to call your homepage, and then it's going to scroll you to the services, which is the anchor. So you do, and then you see that. So that's a small trick for you to use whenever you're doing a landing page that you only have one page. You can use this, but if you are adding more pages to your project, you can do it that way. So we need to change one more here. So I'm going to use this everywhere. And then we need one more to put, which is work. Okay, add to menu, close this, collapse it, and then collapse this one, then go to work. Then remove, save menu. Now everything should be working. Work, services, about, and Verable doesn't work. And if you go here, you go to the home page. Perfect. One more thing that I want to make, because we have these work pieces here. We want the user to be able to click on any of them and go to a page. I quickly design one page. So let me grab one. And this is Nakama Coffee. Edit with Elementor. So you can use pre-built pages from the library, but as you can see, all of them are pro. So in order for you to use them, you got to pay a pro subscription. We have some free, The one that doesn't have this indicator means that they're free, or you can use and build your own pages. That's what I did. I built this page for us for this workshop. Let me go here. Yes, continue. So I'm importing the page, and then I'm going to insert that page into my layout. Let's see how that works, because yeah, I did it before doing all this styling. I was using the global variables, but I don't know how it's gonna come up here. But yeah, that is essentially the latest part that I want to cover on this. I would love to know if you have questions or anything, please. Anderson has a question. Which one do you consider is the best Elementor? Well, answering me what is importing this page, I can answer. Oh, it's done. Insert. I will answer your question, Anderson, in a second. I just want to make sure that everything is done here. So we have this page here. And as you can see, it's not styled as the way that we want it. So let me go here, go to the style. This is going to be fairly quick because we have global variables. Lucky us. Now we go here, this container, which is the hero container. I want it to be the dark. Then inside of this container, I want it to be this, and then this. It is great to have this, so I can copy the text editor, then go here, paste style, paste style, paste style. I can do the same with this, copy, and then paste style. Oh, it looks like it's having all. Let me do it like that because it's for some reason it's getting all the text from the element rather than the style. So we have this title, boom, and then all this content has to be set like this. This is using the global variable. I don't understand why it got the other ones, but not this. This one is using boom. Oh, I can do this because I don't want to use this. I want to use the subtitle. So I can copy this style, go to every other headline and paste the style. Paste style, and then additional images, paste style. Okay, I want this. Content section. I want this content section to be the light purple. Ah, what is going on here? Okay. Uh, want this to be inside of the other. That was my idea when I created this template. And this set should be set to 1. And then this content should be set to be the same percentage. Ah, I see what is going on. I need to add its padding, not nice. So we have this. Okay, what should we do now for this to work in the template? So we have these fonts, colors, packaging images, additional images. You can do it your own. So the next step is to copy the URL of this website, of this page, which is this one. Wow, this is a nice looking landing page. Ooh, about the project, the fonts I use. It's kind of nice, right? So then what I want to do is go here to previous work, edit with Elementor, and then go here on this block and add the link to the page. You can do it by copying the URL, or you can also do it by using, oh no, you cannot do it. This is dynamic tags. If you were using the Pro version, you will be able to grab the URL directly from WordPress, but we're not using that. So it's only a matter of pasting the code, the URL here, and put it there. Let me see if this is really working. So let's go here. Now we have this page, and then boom. Nice. Yeah, and then if you want to create the additional page, you can just create a new page and insert the template into the page, and you will have this exact same structure that you have here with no hustle. Okay, that's now we have our website done in 1 hour in 20 minutes approximately. So let me start my sharing screen and let's go to the oh, here, stop share. Okay, guys, feel free to ask any question. I'm going to answer Anderson's question that he asked earlier. So his question is, which one you consider is better now about the themes of Elementor? Elementor theme, Hello, or Hello Biz? Well, both themes are like very similar, they're very lightweight. The benefit of using an Elementor Hello Biz is that you're going to have these pre-built elements that you can customize, and you can select from the 12 kits and create a total different page from scratch. Not from scratch, but having something styled the way the Elementor provided to us. And as you saw right now, you can restyle it to make it your own, and it's gonna look like a total different website. If you are more the Elementor, the Hello theme of Elementor is very lightweight. It has literally nothing on it. So if you're going to use to create your website from scratch, that's the way to go, because you don't want to have any unnecessary code in your theme if you want to create it from scratch. If you're using the Pro the Pro plugin, the Elementor Pro, my suggestion is just to go and use Elementor Hello theme, because that's going to allow you to have very little code in the page,
So it's very lightweight. It's going to run fast. Again, that depends on what is your level of expertise and what do you want to do with your website. I always with my clients, I always work with Elementor Pro because that allows me to create to have full control on the way that my page looks and work. For example, let me quickly show you a page that I recently did using Elementor Pro. So this website was built from scratch using Elementor, and everything was like customized for this website via immigrants. So everything that you see here was custom made for them, and everything, all the interaction, everything was done using only Elementor. Um, again, like I said, it depends on how deep you want to go with the customization of the websites or how light. The good thing about using Elementor Pro is that you can install kits. You can buy a kit somewhere and install it, and you could have your website in a good point for start, like we did previously. So if you want to just try and see how that looks and how Elementor works, I suggest you to just use Elementor Biz and see and customize it to make it your own. Okay. Any other questions, guys? If um, if we are good, I want to thank you for staying that long. I know it was a little bit long session. But yeah, it's gonna be available in YouTube. It's gonna be like ready for you to review it in a few moments. And then, as always, if you have questions, leave the comment, and I will try to answer your questions and try to create more content for you to keep learning. And then, if you need something customized as what I show you right now, feel free to reach out, and I'm sure I can help you out. Okay. Again, thank you very much for being here, and I will see you later. Thank you, everybody. Stop recording.